What's up, guys? Am I a douchebag? Yeah, I'm a fucking douche. Whatever, man. In this video, I want to talk about my last day in Cambodia. I want to talk about my last day. It was a pretty awesome last day. It was pretty interesting. I think it was probably a fairly unique last day. Probably a pretty unique last day. Just gonna leave it at that. Turn this video off now. I'm kidding. All right. So my last day in Cambodia was, what was it? It was a Thursday, March 9th. So I wake up, I just do my shit, whatever. I drink my coffee, bullshit, jerk off, do whatever I gotta do to stay cool. And I'm not gonna say any names in the video because this video I'm gonna talk about illegal substances and drugs, and I don't wanna say anybody's name, get them in trouble or anything. You know, getting myself in trouble, I don't really give a shit. So basically, that day, I was going to end the day by doing ketamine for the last time with two good friends of mine in Phnom Penh. And I'm going to get to that. And I was also going to give some LSD acid to a friend of mine who likes to microdose. Anyways, I get in contact with the person who has the LSD, and he's like, hey man, you know, if you have some of those kettlebells left, some like some gym equipment left, I'll give you a hit of acid. And this acid is 300 micrograms per hit, which, if you guys don't know anything about LSD, like a threshold dose to have like a nice little trip is like 100 micrograms, maybe 150 for someone who wants to get it in, but 280, sorry, not 300, 280 micrograms, which is borderline heroic dose, which is like you're in it, you're fucking tripping balls. So I get my shit, I take it to the guy, and I go to this place called Alchemy in Phnom Penh, and I meet somebody there. I meet a friend there. He's like, hey, just meet me in Alchemy, whatever, blah, 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 and I'll give you the shit and whatever. I just want to say bye to him, you know, all that good shit. And so before that, I had bought 2 vials of liquid ketamine from a pharmacy in Phnom Penh. Ketamine is a hardcore psychedelic drug that I very much enjoy. Obviously, I'm not going to be doing it anymore. I don't have access to it, nor do I really care to do it, to be quite honest. I definitely done my fair share of it. So I go to the pharmacy, I buy 2 vials of liquid ketamine, which we're going to cook later, and snort it. And I go from there to this place called Alchemy in Phnom Penh, which is a very, like, you know, upscale brewery, restaurant, bar place, whatever. And a buddy of mine, he's like, hey, just meet me there, I'll give you the shit, because he lived near there. And then he went home or whatever. But so I get there, I wait a little bit, then he shows up, and I was like, hey man, what's going on? He hands me over the LSD. So now in my pocket, I have 2 vials of liquid ketamine and 3 hits of very strong acid. And then not even 10 seconds later, I hear brum, 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 brum. I hear motorcycles coming up. And lo and behold, it's about 6 to 7 Khmer police officers with fucking guns. Police, we got police shirts on, you know, they're all decked out in camo and shit, all like look like military cops who are about to come fuck you up. And when I heard that sound of the motorcycles and I saw that they had police on their shirt, and they had guns and shit, my butthole went like this and went. My butthole went like this and went. You know, because my asshole, like, it's normally like this, you know, because I'm a fag and all, right? It normally is like this, but when the police came and went like that, so I thought I was going to go to jail. I thought, this is my last day in Cambodia. The guy who I got the acid from set me up. This is a setup. This is a sting operation, and I'm going to jail on my last day in Cambodia. I thought for sure, and I was so nervous. But I accepted it. I accepted what was about to happen. I'm like, well, some bad shit's happened to me before. This is just another one. But what happened was, apparently this place Alchemy, which if you live in Phnom Penh, you might know of it, especially if you're like a foreigner or whatever. It's this place in Tutumpong on Street 123, and apparently they didn't pay up on their liquor license, they didn't pay their taxes, they didn't pay like like all their permits and fees and whatever, and they're making all this money but not paying up. So these cops came to shut the motherfucker down. Now, is Alchemy Bar shut down now? I don't know, but they came there to, to let them know what's up. Like, hey, you guys need to pay up or else. So that was such a fucking relief, dude. Oh my God. So anyways, I see my friend off, and I just proceed to go about my day. I just go back and I chill out, and then around 1 p.m. I take half a tab of LSD. So I'm taking about 135 grams or whatever it is, 140 micrograms, pardon me, of LSD, which is already like a full hit for a regular person. And then like an hour later, I'm thinking, I'm not really feeling it. Maybe I'll just take the other half. So I take the other half. And then I go to a friend's house. Not going to say their names. I go to a friend's house because it's my last day and I want to see them off. So I'm walking there, and I'm walking past Wat Tutumpong, which is a big-ass Wat. It's a temple off of Mao Zedong Street 135 and 155. It's a gigantic temple complex, and right as I'm walking, I'm starting to feel it kick in. I'm like, oh shit, all right. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling spacey. And anyways, I proceed to hang out with my buddies for the next several hours, and I'm starting to peak. I'm just starting to peak on acid, and I'm trying to stay in the conversation, but I'm also like, I don't give a fuck. It's my last day. They all know I'm tripping and everything, and I was just very thankful that on my last day I got to hang out with some cool buddies that I probably won't ever see again. To be quite honest, there's a good chance I'll never see these people again. I mean, obviously I'd like to, but maybe not, especially if I'm not going back to Cambodia. I really don't care to go back, especially after I fucked myself after saying fuck Kun San. I mean, I can't go back now or else they're going to put me in a fucking bamboo box, and fucking... They're going to do all that bullshit to me, so... So then we depart there, and I'm peaking, and I get on the back of my buddy's motorcycle, who is a foreigner. And the way he was dressed, he looked like the leader of a Taliban posse in the fucking middle of Afghanistan. And we're sitting on this giant ass black motorcycle. I'm sitting on the back. He's got the headband on. He looks like he looks like he's gonna hijack a fucking Boeing 737 and crash into the damn Washington Monument. Shit. Can I say that? Can I say that on YouTube? And we're heading into the sunset. I'm tripping on acid. We're heading into the sunset, and right below the sun, there's a giant Buddhist temple. Amazing. Fucking amazing. So good. I get to my other buddy's house. I give my farewell to my friend who I rode with. And I get with my other two buddies who I think are awesome people. I think they're fantastic people. And if they're watching the video, then they know who they are. They're probably not, but... they're fucking great guys, and I was really, really glad to have my last night in Phnom Penh with these two gentlemen. And we proceeded to do ketamine, and I was also still tripping on acid. And it wasn't my first time doing acid and ketamine at the same time. So we go up on the rooftop, and we're overlooking Phnom Penh, the skyline at night, and there's all these these colorful KTV clubs. And if you don't know what KTV is, it's like a karaoke bar, but they're usually really sleazy. And they got hookers and fucking. It's just a nasty place. I don't like fucking with that type of shit. I don't like fucking with that type of shit, guys. And we're tripping and we're just talking. We're sharing these amazing ideas, and obviously I don't really want to get into it in the video or anything. It's probably will bore you guys anyway. But we hung out for a few hours and we cleared up a lot of things. And we just learned a lot about each other and about fucking reality and art, and just, oh my God, it was so great, man. And then with that bill, the little bill that we snorted the ketamine with, they both signed it and put a little message on it for me as like a parting gift, as a souvenir. And I gave these guys my paintings as well, which I'll talk about next. And then my buddy, I get on his moto, and he takes me back to my place because it's on the way to his. And it was the last time I ever saw him. I mean, the last time I've seen him, and quite potentially the last time I ever see this guy again. And he's one of the coolest, smartest people I ever met. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't want to associate him with drugs or anything. I don't want to get the guy in trouble. Mostly because he's my friend. If it was somebody I didn't like, obviously I wouldn't give a fuck. But because he's my friend, I'm not gonna say his name. And on the way back, we're both really quiet because we know that it's the last time we're gonna see each other. And he's like, yeah, hey, he says to me, he's like, hey man, you're really quiet. And I'm kind of choked up. I'm a little choked up. I'm a little teary because I know that this, not only is it the last night I'm gonna see my good friend, but it's the last night I'm gonna be in Phnom Penh with all these amazing people that I did meet there. And I just didn't really know what to say. And I just said to him, I was crying behind him. I'm like, man, I think you're fucking awesome. And like, obviously, I think you're fucking awesome is not the way I wanted to say it. Like, I could be a lot more articulate and intelligent sounding than that, but like, that's just what came out. And I tried to like make up for that by sounding, but like further explaining, but like, what else do I need to say? I think you're fucking awesome, man. You know, I mean, I couldn't try to correct myself and try to make it sound better. So, and he starts, you know, getting upset and tearing up too. And that's what he told me afterwards. And so we get on my street and he gets off his bike. And no, he wasn't my boyfriend. Go fuck yourself. He was a good friend. And he gets off, he takes off his helmet, and I put down one of my bags, and he just gives me a hug. And I thought I was just gonna get like one of these, like, hey man, all right, dude, peace. And he fucking and like embraces me. He fucking hugs the shit out of me, and like I hug him back because this is potentially the last time I'm gonna see him. And we actually went through some shit together. Like we were a part of each other's lives during some difficult times, especially for him too. And it was an emotional thing, man. And it was tough. And then, yeah, man, I'm really gonna miss these people a lot. I'm really gonna miss these people. I'm not gonna miss living there per se, but I'm gonna miss those people I met because they're really fucking good. They're really good people. They're really nice, good people. And one of the last things I want to say in this video is, a lot of you all know that I had an art exhibition in Phnom Penh on March 3rd, and I intended on having my paintings on display for about a month. But less than a week, you know, like a week or so later, I end up leaving back home to Virginia here in America. So what I decided to do is I didn't sell all of them. I sold one actually the first night. So I had 17 paintings left. And what I thought I would do, instead of trying to sell them or bring them back here to sell them or whatever, is I'm wanting to go around to all my best friends here in town and give them a piece of my artwork because they all liked it. They all liked my artwork. They all thought it was great. They all thought it was cool. And I feel so much better that I didn't sell it to somebody. I got to give something I put my fucking heart and soul into. Something like a real fucking meaningful experience. I put it onto canvas the best I could via paint. And I got to give it for free to my best friends there in town. So they will always have a part of me. And I can rest in peace, and I can, or I guess like not rest in peace, but I can have peace of mind knowing that even though there's a chance I may never see these people again, I gave them something that I made from my fucking hands and my mind and my heart and my soul. And that really means a lot to me, man. I'm dead serious. That really means the world to me. And I think it means a lot to them too. And every time they look at that painting, they might not think of me exactly, but they liked it, so I gave it to them. And it's just nice to know that like we'll always kind of be connected in a way. And that just makes me feel really good. And obviously I'm going to continue to paint and everything, but I'm just really, really happy about how I ended my shit in Cambodia. I'm really happy about how it ended there. I didn't burn any bridges or blow shit up, man. It went pretty well. Granted, it was pretty quick. It was abrupt and was sudden, but not in a bad way. It was a long time coming, and I'm very happy to be back in America. I have no regrets, as I said. I'm very happy to be back with my family. I'm working outdoors. I'm in beautiful nature with mountains and trees around me, and like, if anybody's hating on me for that's ridiculous. I mean, I'm really happy with what I'm doing. I don't miss my life really in Phnom Penh. I miss some of the people, but my last day in Cambodia for me was pretty epic. And obviously, I can only say so much, you know, like, I can only say so much about it. I'd probably do a better job at writing it down. I could probably express myself better that way. And I really do think that my time in Phnom Penh was very unique. I mean, who the hell moves to Phnom Penh without knowing a lick of the language, not knowing anybody, not having any connections or contacts already there, and making it work and becoming a kickboxer and starting their own personal training business and living on that and doing ayahuasca with these crazy fucking people, just these weirdos, these fucking crystal power, tarot card reading, astrology reading fucking weirdos, living with the type of people I did. You know, becoming a painter, becoming a good painter. I'm a good artist. I realize this. And starting a YouTube channel, man. There's nobody that's ever started a YouTube channel in Cambodia consistently and gone nearly to took it nearly to the level that I did. And again, I'm not trying to be cocky or like toot my own horn here, but I'm really proud of what I did, man. Even though I made some mistakes, I'm still really proud of what I did. And like I said, man, moving to Cambodia was easily the best decision I ever made, bar none, without a fucking doubt. And I'm taking that back here, and I'm going to continue my journey here in America. And who knows where I'll end up in 6 months? Who knows where I'll be in a year? I mean, 6 months ago I was saying, man, I'll never be in America. Never, never, never. Well, never say never, right? So, anyways, guys, I just wanted to talk about that. Feel free to give me any video ideas, man. I'll talk about anything on my channel, man. My channel is fucking it's open season on my channel, man. We can do anything on this thing. So send me an email, nojokestriking@gmail.com. All my Instagram, Facebook, my email, all that shit's in the description box below, guys. So check it out. Shoot me an email with a video idea, a video topic. I'll talk about damn near anything as long as it's a decent topic. So, again, guys, I don't take anything back. I'm very happy with my life. I'm very happy with my experiences, and I'm very positive about what the future will bring. So, yeah, that's it, guys. Peace.